What's up, everybody? Clint Esposito here, just to go over one very uh, sad, disheartening thing. Basically, Jarryd Mcneil, they're trying to deport him because he didn't get the stupid jab, which is ridiculous. All right, so Jarryd the other day posted this to his Instagram.
Moved to America in 2010 at 18 years of age by myself, chasing the American dream. Now 13 years later, this is where I'm at. You have to have the COVID vaccine to become a green card holder in the United States. I was denied because I have medical records of injuries and my doctor recommended not to get the vaccine. So I was medically exempted. I've had COVID and now I have the antibodies. Did everything legally, never lied, didn't get a fake card like other people, and now I'm being punished for it. No connection to Australia besides family, no bank accounts, everything is here in the United States. Wife, kid, animals, mortgage, property, work, sponsors, etc. I face being deported in 30 days. Would you believe it? Spread the word, please. Anything will help. I really need it. This is a real struggle. Thank you. Bye.
So, like I said, very disheartening that this is even a thing at this point because, there's so much. I just feel like we are at the crossroads of two different dimensions, right? Because we have people like Jarryd who's lived here, is totally legal, has a wife and kid here, has property, pays taxes, works, all that stuff, and yet they're going to give him a hard time for not getting a stupid shot that we know is controversial at best, whether it helps you or not. Here's another issue. Migrant encounters at southern border hit 1 million mark for FY 2023. What the hell does that mean? Outpacing prior a year. So I like how they put encounters. What the hell does that mean? Anyway, 1 million people trying to cross the border. Are they checking all them? Are they vaccinating everyone as they come in? Like, what is going on here that these people are allowed to come in and yet somebody that has played by all the rules is going to get deported? Besides this little, whatever, controversy, I'll go into this. Another major red flag about COVID vaccines and death. People appear to die at rates 20% or more above normal 4 weeks after receiving their second COVID vaccine dose, according to the data from a huge Swedish study. The figures are buried in a preprint paper on vaccine effectiveness released last month. The headline findings of the paper was that protection against COVID, including severe cases, plunged after 6 months. Researchers did not explicitly examine deaths from all causes, which have risen since the summer in many countries and have highly vaccinated populations. Sorry, that have. But on page 32 of 34, a chart shows that 3,939 of 4 million Swedes who received their second dose died less than 2 weeks later. Now, I know that all this... Here's another one. This is from Science Direct. COVID-19 vaccine-induced myocarditis case report with literature review. Okay, so this is showing that people are getting myocarditis from the shot. And there's lots of other things going on that's being suppressed. I'm just amazed that all these studies keep coming out All these studies keep coming out showing that there are adverse reactions to this, showing that it doesn't stop you from getting or giving the virus. Plenty of studies have showed that you're actually more likely to get COVID after getting the vaccine, and that after 3 or 4 doses, your own immune system is way less powerful than it was before. But the issue is that mainstream medical journals, whatever, have decided to pretend like this is not the case and continue to push this stuff. How? 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 Why? How? Why? Why? How? It's if you don't think there's just money going, like lobbyists. I'm honestly, I can't even put into words what I'm feeling because I'm just very confused how there's so much evidence and data to show that the vaccines are not stopping people from getting it, spreading it. They're not doing what they were supposed to do. And yet we still have a large faction of our government or whatever you want to call it, because I'm not even saying it's the government, the CDC, the World Economic Forum, like all these people are still pushing this, that you have to get it to live here, that you have to get it to, like, we're not even, most jobs have stopped forcing people to get it. Most businesses have stopped forcing people to get it. There are lawsuits suing companies that made them get the vaccine because they had negative side effects. This is all going on at the exact same point that they're now going to deport Jarryd Mcneil. I just, this podcast is going to be a lot of me sitting here being confused because how do you run these two games at the same time? How long before all of this data that's contrary to what the powers that be, the lobbyists, the people in Senate, like Fauci, all those people are pushing is going to be, when are we going to stop demonizing people that share their stories of vaccine side effects? Like, there in the Twitter files, there are emails showing that the government contacted social media platforms to silence people that are putting their own true stories out about the vaccine because it would cause vaccine hesitancy. If knowing the truth, if knowing the actual side effects is, that sounds just like knowledge of what's actually going on. And if somebody then decides that they don't want to get the shot, that's their own call. This is not vaccine hesitancy. I mean, how do we... This is the thing. We're so divided in this country that it's like there's no recourse for everybody to actually put any pressure on our government to do any of the things that it needs to do to actually take care of its citizens. I mean, this whole charade with the shot is just absurd. It's absurd. Why are so many people dying suddenly of heart issues? Like, that's even a conspiracy. I'm not even allowed to ask that question. I can't even bring it up. People are like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Wake up. Don't just blindly listen to everything. How are people way fatter than they've ever been, and yet we're following the FDA's food guidelines? What is going on? The government works for us, allegedly. They allegedly are servants to the citizens of the United States. Yet, we don't have shit to say. They are lobbying, making tons of money off of throwing us under the bus, off of pushing these vaccines through, off of, I don't even know what else, they're pushing through. They push through all kinds of stuff, to make us buy products and adhere to whatever it is they want us to do. And there's no sound basis for a lot of this stuff. We had I'm going to get way off course here, but we had a spill. Contaminants in the air. They go, oh no, it's fine. And it's like, burning that stuff literally makes gases that they used in World War II to kill people. Yet we're told that's fine. I mean, the transparency between what is actually going on, what is safe and effective, and what is healthy, and what is detriment to us is just, the disparity is crazy. And I mean, I just think for this specific thing, there are literally people suing, people that got pressured or coerced into getting the shot are literally suing the people responsible and winning, and yet our government is still playing this game that this guy who followed all the rules, pays taxes, works here, has a house, bought land, they're going to make him leave for not getting something that it's been shown is not effective and is actually a detriment. And he had a medical reason, an exemption, not to take it. Jarryd, maybe you need to pretend your religion won't let you take it. Maybe that'll work. I honestly am so disheartened by this. That's why I decided to make a video about it, because I'm honestly just blown away. I feel so badly for Jarryd and his family. And honestly, I'm pretty ashamed at what our government is doing in this instance. It's like, just be straight across the board. Don't be a hypocrite. If you're going to deport people because they didn't get the vaccine, then don't let all these people in over the border that haven't gotten the vaccine. Like, they're going to kick somebody out that has land, has a house, pays their taxes, does all this stuff, and then they're going to let in thousands, if not millions, of people that are undocumented, no vaccination, no job here, no business, not going to pay taxes, and then those people get bussed across the country to cities where those cities then have to find housing for them. In New York, 300 and something veterans got kicked out of housing so that they could put immigrants in there. So the veterans were born here, they're citizens, they not only worked and paid in to Social Security, they went and served their country with their mental stability and their physical health, and now you're going to kick them out to put in people that have no tie to the country at all. And believe me, I feel bad for some of these places and some of these people. But at the same time, you have to vet the people coming in, because there are they're not checking anyone. So you're getting criminals, gang members, all kinds of stuff. And now you're going to get rid of somebody that has followed the rules and is law abiding and pays taxes. I mean, if this isn't on purpose so that you can get more people in here to vote for Democrats, I don't know what the hell is going on, because it makes zero sense. I have messaged some people that I know, which are just like big conspiracy theory podcasters and stuff like that, because I obviously don't know anybody in the government, but like, if anybody can grab hold of this and try to help, has legal action, I mean, I don't know. Contact me or Jarryd Mcneil. I mean, I don't know Jarryd, but obviously I know his social media channels. So like, I'm sure I know somebody that knows him. I'm sure I know somebody that has his number. I could put you directly in contact. But please, if anybody, I guess some kind of attorney for, I have no idea, immigration attorney? Probably an immigration attorney. Do I know any immigration attorneys? Lawyers, whatever the hell you call it. Because he needs some help, because this is ridiculous. So that's it. Just wanted to, I don't know, maybe I'm helping by putting this out there. I don't know. But, I mean, it's like, how do we all get together and go someplace and protest? You know, how do we make our voices heard without being vilified as January 6th government overthrowers or whatever the hell they called it? You know what I mean? Like, how, how do we enact change of our government peacefully without being considered a national security threat? Because so far you have to, what I've seen, you have to go and burn places down and steal everything inside. That's the only accepted way to protest. And might I add, all those protests really accomplished a lot of change, right? So we basically got rid of racism, and the world is a better place since all those buildings were looted and burnt down. It's really done great. All right, people. Like I said, I'm at a loss. Very disappointed for Jarryd and his family, and I'm honestly very disappointed in our government for even. And there's other people. My fiance works with some people that have, DACA. Um, I don't know. They're on DACA. That's how they're here. Which I thought that this was the party of immigration. I thought this was the party of we love the world. We let everybody in. That was the whole issue with, I won't even mention his name, the last guy, was that he was building a wall and he was not letting people in, and he was going to shut down the border for people from China when COVID started, and that's racist and all this shit. And now you have the party of inclusivity now kicking people out that have been paying taxes here and abiding by the rules for years. And yet we're letting in people that nobody knows and don't have any background on them. Like, I'm not even smart. I'm not even an intelligent person. And I'm not intelligent on paper. I'll say that. I think I'm intelligent. But if you asked any professors, I would not be intelligent on written stuff. But my point is, all these book smart dickweeds, all right, that have read all this stuff and remember all this information and regurgitate it like a baby being burped, can't look at this and go, this is screwed up. This makes zero sense at all. It's got to be some, remedial guy in his office here just being like, what the hell is going on? This is why I don't think that it's just like people overlooking stuff. I think it's more sinister than that. It's got to be like some kind of plan, because the people running this country cannot be that stupid, can they? Can they? They can? I don't think they're that stupid. They can't be that stupid. It's got to be some kind of plan, dude. Because I don't know. Because it makes zero sense. All right, guys. Like I said, anybody in immigration, attorneys, anything that I know like that, please either reach out to Jarryd directly. If you can't find him or whatever, just hit me up. And like I said, I will get a hold of somebody that knows his number and put you in direct contact. But I'm trying to get off here, but I'm honestly at a loss. I don't know what to say. So that's it. If anybody can help, please help. Everybody, not this little podcast show thingy, but share Jarryd's post, and that gets more to the point, and maybe somebody will see it that can help. But yeah, that's it on this very sullen Clint Esposito show. Jarryd, again, directly to you. Very sorry that my government is a bunch of dickweeds and has their head up their asses, and that's it, dude. I'm very sorry. Later.